What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Stocks by the Numbers. And today I wanted to talk about a company that kind of caught my attention. This is something that's been on my radar for several months now. But it's just something I wanted to talk about because I know everyone knows about lithium and lithium batteries, lithium-ion batteries, and lithium's going to be the wave of the future. So there's a lot of penny stocks and larger lithium companies that people are looking at and wondering, when they're really going to start to take off. Now, looking at a company like LAC, Lithium Americas, right now stock's trading a little below 25.5. And as you can see, this is a 5-year chart, and you can see this was a few dollars. And even this is 2020. This was right around the pandemic. Look at this, 266, and then it absolutely started to run and explode. And in my opinion, I think that a lot of young people who got some of that stimulus money stepped in because I remember right after that money went out, a lot of people on a lot of these forums and a lot of these trading discords, everyone started talking about companies like LAC or even down here, LTHM, PLL. There was so much interest in lithium. You have the smaller company that I believe is still trading at under $1 a share, Lithium South, LISMF. But basically, what's going on here is, if you come down here, you will see financially, this doesn't look good, because technically they're not really doing anything. Now, I remember the company switching over here to stock charts, and I remember the company was starting to rise, and then I remember I saw like a video, I don't remember who it was, maybe it was Vice News or something, and they were talking about like the protests out in the Midwest of them not wanting to mine lithium in the area. So then the stock pulled back to like 12, and then it started to rage up to 40, and it's been pulling back here. This blue line, though, if you notice, this is the 50-day moving average, and you can see that it's really holding that line, and it hasn't tested this red line, which is the 200-day moving average, which is currently sitting at 1151. It hasn't tested that in quite some time. Now, just like with any stock, we know they can go up or they can go down. So, again, nothing I say is set in stone, and anything can happen overnight. With this company, though, what you have to understand is, if you buy shares in this company, you are buying for long term. So anyone who steps in today here at 25, 25.5, and you're looking for, 2-3 weeks out, is it going to run to 30? Should I buy some calls? I don't know if I would advise. I don't know if I would advise that, honestly, because right now, it does look steady here at this 50-day moving average, and I got the Bollinger Bands on here, and it could bounce up and run to 30, 35, but at the same time, it could drop and hit the resistance and pull back to 20, and even pull back to 11.5, because that's what people don't understand. Right now, this is technically a speculation play. Now, they are probably, I know it's been said that they are possibly going to be one of the largest lithium producers, and obviously you want to get in before they start mining lithium and start posting these crazy numbers, and then the stock's going to fly to the moon. They brought it north of 40, and they technically didn't even mine yet. But, long term, I do believe in the company, and so do the analysts, because even if you switch back here, even over to Yahoo Finance, this was, 2 months ago, you can see, look, Deutsche Bank put a buy on it. HSBC initiated a buy on it. Cowen upgraded from market perform to outperform. Piper Sandler neutral to overweight. Deutsche Bank hold to buy back. And B. Riley puts a buy on it. So, this is a good piece of info here also, because Deutsche Bank, if you can see, right when the ball dropped, they upgraded it from a hold to a buy. And now here you come 3 months later, and obviously, sometimes they change their mind, but Deutsche Bank says, no, we maintain a buy. It's a buy. Now, obviously, Deutsche Bank isn't the word that you're going to take to the bank, so to speak. But at the end of the day, you're looking at a company that long term, I think, is going to be absolutely killing it. And especially once they start mining and start gathering up this lithium and sending it out, everyone and their brother is going to jump on this stock. And I think just the sheer popularity and then the sheer volume that's going to come into this stock, believe it or not, as crazy as this sounds, this is going to be north of $100, $150 a share. That's in my opinion. Probably going to take several years because remember, you have to wait for them to actually start mining the lithium. And the reason why the stock was down at $10, $12 a share, now it's been maintaining basically double that. I really don't see a dip below like $24, $23. And it's maintaining this level. And the reason is because, in my opinion, I think everyone just got in and everyone's just holding on for the long run, knowing that once this company does start going to work and once they do start actually mining this lithium, to the moon, Alice, to the moon. But on the flip side, right now the company's worth $3.5 billion and they have no income. So, on one hand, it's like, yes, it's a buy, especially long term. It has been maintaining, like I said, that like $23, $24 level recently. So, if you want to start piecing yourself in here at $25 a share, not the worst idea. Not the worst idea. And then if it does start to pull back to, low 20s, high teens, you can obviously average down and grab a couple of more shares. From an option standpoint, I wouldn't touch it just because you don't know what's going to happen unless you're able to buy options with, a lot of time on them. Then obviously, go for it. But the thing I want people to know watching this video, yes, it is a long-term buy. Yes, over the years, I think all of these lithium companies are going to start doing more and more business, especially since we're slightly moving to where everything now is like a lithium-ion battery. I'm wearing an Alienware headset. It was very expensive, but I think that there's a lithium battery in this freaking thing. So, we're putting lithium batteries in everything we can because they last longer and they're rechargeable. But with a situation like this, I just want you to keep in mind, right? See how we were down at a few dollars again, and then after the pandemic, it just started raging because everyone's viewing like all these resources as like ultra scarce with hyperinflation. So like once this company actually does start mining, like I mentioned before, it's going to start running to the moon and it's going to be worth significantly more than it is right now as a company as a whole. But right here, remember, $3.5 billion, and I don't even need to look up the book value on this company. Book value is if they sell everything, their desks, their buildings, their equipment, like everything they have in their name. That's the book value of the company. And usually if you look up any stock, the book value is significantly lower than where the company's currently trading. So the book value on this company right now might be like $2 a share. Now, is it going to come down to $2 a share? Probably not. Probably not. Because I know it's been in the crosshairs and the limelight, the spotlight. It's got a little bit of attention. A lot of young traders and investors are in this for the long run. So I don't know if it's really going to pull back that much. However, I will say this. If the market does start to seriously pull back again and hit some big volatility, if this company pulls back to like $10 a share, it's justified. So, I just wanted to leave it on that note. Long term, I do think it's a buy. In 12 to 18 months, if they do start mining and getting the lithium out of the ground and the mountains, wherever it comes from, they will significantly start to rise in value. But again, on the flip side, until that happens, this is technically a speculative play. And this market cap right here, we're looking at $3.4 billion. This market cap could pull back to $1 billion. And it would be completely justified. So that would be what, like a 60% drop. So, you could see a serious pullback in a company like this because right now at this stage, again, purely speculation. However, if you're asking me as a whole, if I had, big money to buy shares, would I look for an investment in a company like Lithium Americas, symbol LAC? The answer is absolutely. Absolutely, I would. Because again, they're already saying that this is going to be one of the largest lithium miners and producers that we have. That's why everyone has a buy on it. That's why the stock has doubled from like those $11, $12 levels and sitting here steady at 24, 25, because the big boys know that when this company does really start to go to work and show these numbers, it's going to start to fly. And like I said, if they start making, even $1 billion or $2 billion a year, I mean, look at the market cap, 3.4 billion, $2 billion a year, times our, 2.5, even 3 times revenue rule. I mean, you're going to be looking at $6 billion. That's already a double. So you're looking at a $50 stock. And trust me, if that does come to fruition, in my opinion, I think they're going to take it a heck of a lot higher. So, again, just to reiterate, I do think it's a long-term buy. Short-term, it's volatile, and it pops up and down, so just stay careful, stay sharp. But, for all you long-term investors out there, keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye on the LAC. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comment section. I'm usually quick to reply. I have my personal Discord in the description if you guys want to BS, you want to talk about LAC, you want to talk about ABC. I don't really care. You can come in, you can BS with me a little bit. But once again, this is Stocks by the Numbers. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. And like everyone on YouTube says, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like what I have to say. Obviously it really helps me out. Personally appreciate that. And, let's keep an eye on this one. And hopefully it works out for all our long-term shareholders. Thanks for stopping by. I hope moving forward everyone makes a couple of dollars in this market. And I want you guys to have a good day.